All right, continuing on. My top 100 games from age 0 to 25. 68 to 61, the slideshow, once again with the Peanut Gallery, Mike Bash, and Mr. Raptor. All right, here's the table of contents. I'll give you some time to look at these. What do you think these are?
A Storm of Swords. Dry Nova? What's Dry Nova, Rico?
I thought that was like what I thought that was a sweetener.
No, it was a game I was playing recently. It was the one Aryu was playing recently, Ethan H.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that this is just like in that case, it's an anime game, and that means it's like Fire Emblem.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
What about 68?
Left 4 Dead, or one of the Call of Duties, but like it's impossible to tell. I don't know from zombies.
Edgelord Pets.
I was gonna say like Neopets or something, but I don't know. I don't know if that's Edgelord.
What is XBLA?
Xbox Live Arcade.
Xbox Live Arcade. The
I
hell?
don't even know what that is.
Wasn't even on there. Pac-Man?
No, these released it just used to be you buy indie games for like $10 to $20.
Okay, Undertale.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm thinking about what the hell a Storm of Swords is, man. Storm of Sword? I don't even know. I feel like I haven't seen Ghibli play many sword games, unless I'm trolling.
What's popping here?
We're
Just in
watching
time. Yeah, we're doing the top 100 countdown of my top 100 games until I was 25. What do you think about these hints? Which games do you think these are?
So like Zombies is COD or Left 4 Dead. Strinova I think is like one of the Fire Emblems. No, I don't know what Edgelord Pets is, like Neopets or something. I don't know.
Edgelord Pets? Is that
Yeah.
Persona?
Well, I don't think he's played Persona. Has he?
I'm gonna go to the other slide. You can revisit that later if you wish.
Zombies Part 2, not the same series.
Rip
as
Bill or
6
Russell? What is that? 2K? I don't like this Drifting Soul one when you haven't even played XC2, man.
Yeah, but it's just the first thing that came to mind. Look, it's kind of tangentially related. All right, I'll let you take your first guess at 68, then we'll move on and we can revisit the guess later.
68. Storm of Swords. I literally can't even think of like a sword game that you played other than like No More Heroes, which was already on here.
Mike Bash, you have any thoughts?
I'm thinking, but I can't. I'm really struggling.
What about you, Mickey Sticky?
I have no idea.
All right. Last guess is 3, a 2, a 1. It's Soul Calibur 2 for the GameCube.
That's fair.
Yep, I was like
See,
10.
we wouldn't know because it's a GameCube game.
Also, yeah, I was 10 when I played this.
Wait,
So
what was it? What was the hint
Soul
for this one?
Calibur.
Sword of Souls?
Storm of Swords.
Storm of Swords.
A little bit deceptive since it's
Yeah.
a Song of Ice and Fire title, but this isn't related at all. It does have swords in it, though. Many of them, actually. So, not totally misleading. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't have seen me play. I played this when I was like 10. I mean, just one of the big things about this is a great party game. Me and my neighbor played it a bunch back when we used to be friends. And had a surprising amount of non-multiplayer content for a fighting game as well. There was, I forgot what the exactly how it worked, but there's like Weapon Master mode, which pretty good amount of single-player content, as well as just like a bunch of unlockable weapons and unlockable stuff. But yeah, I mean, Soul Calibur, it might be a bad game competitively for all I know. Probably is. I don't know. I've never heard of anyone like really super into Soul Calibur or anything in like the fighting game community, but it's just a casual fighting game, and I'm not really into fighting games for the most part. It's pretty easy to just pick up and play and just really have a good time with it. And just, like I said, just as a fun game to like go over to other people's house, play together. It's one of those that I ended up playing a lot because of that. And there's also just like a bunch of like weird, odd aspects of it that I remember pretty vividly. Like Voldo, the weird like Spyro dude. Well, there's like a bunch of characters that are like they just like look like normal people. They're actually like, yeah, this person's actually 1,000 years old. Then you got like Voldo who looks like a zombie, and it's like, no, this guy's actually just a normal guy. He's 50. So I thought that was funny. And then I'll be very flexible for a 50-year-old. I mean, I think even LeBron with his stretching routines and All the work he puts into taking care of his body. I don't think he's gonna be able to do the kind of shit Voldo's doing at 50. But we'll see, maybe. And yeah, I mean, any thoughts on that one? Like I said, more of a I treat it as more of a party game than a serious fighting game, but as a party game, it was a lot of fun. Thoughts?
Oh,
Mm, no,
not really. What was the campaign? What was there one?
There wasn't really a campaign. There was a single player mode where I really forgot how it worked, but it yeah, it wasn't just like a quick like, oh, you play like 10 battles and then it's over. They also had that
I
mode.
see.
They also had that mode as well, but I don't know. There's other single player modes as well. So there's a good amount of single player content. I don't like I said, I don't remember exactly what it was. I mean, I played this like 17, 18 years ago, but yeah. Also, the GameCube version was the best because you could play as a Link.
True.
Right. Any thoughts on number 67? What do you think that one is?
I thought it was Fire Emblem because it's an anime game, but I don't know.
About Rex and Mr. Sticky.
Hey, Mr. Sticky ain't here no more.
Isn't
what about
here
Rex?
anymore.
1 second, I'm gonna look up what Strinova means.
I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna go with him too.
It is Super Paper Mario.
What?
I don't
Okay,
get it.
so the thing is like Strinova, the thing is like you turn into paper. Just like that's like when Ethan H was playing it, he was saying, oh yeah, it's like this game's like Counter-Strike Paper Mario, but with anime girls. You know, remember the one I'm talking about that we were playing a couple months
No.
ago? It's a really stupid game, but it was kind of amusing. But anyway,
Well, I guess if with the context that you turn into paper, that
Yeah.
that Paper Mario makes sense. However, no comment.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean the story isn't it's nothing special, but it holds the game together well enough. And like I said, there are definitely enough individual jokes and characters that make it so I'd say it's like a decently written game overall. Like there's there's I like the Francis scene where basically just big fat fucking nerd lizard dude who's simping for Princess Peach. And yeah, kind of like with the other Paper Mario games, yeah, you have like the World One. It's maybe a little bit generic, but you do get a pretty good variety. Like I said, like the Nerd Mansion is one that's kind of different, a little bit different. And yeah, the whole gimmick of where you can flip from like 2D to 3D again is a little bit gimmicky, but there are enough. They mix it up in enough ways it keeps it pretty fresh. And like I said, this is another rare game that I enjoyed enough that I played it through multiple times. I think a lot of that is just the level variety, just really well paced, and then some of the just short character interactions, even if there's not a ton of story, really add up. It's a really solid overall game. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the final Dementio fight?
I'll be honest, I don't remember because I played this when I was 11, and I replayed it again when I was maybe like 15 or 16. But that's been like 12 years since then, so I don't quite remember. Was it easy or hard? I can't remember.
I don't know. I thought it was just like, as a child, I thought it looked kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you thought it was.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I think this game's good. Good game. Good one of the better Mario games, even. All right, 66.
Zombies.
Oh, I guess Left 4 Dead.
Same.
All right, yep, you actually got it on the money this time. Left 4 Dead 2, and as you probably know, it's one of the best kind of party game FPSs where it's just like, yeah, let's need something to do right now. How about we play some Left 4 Dead?
I love zombies.
Graphically, it holds up well. Even for a game released in 2008, it's really shocking that it actually legitimately looks pretty good for the most part. I think a lot of that's just the lighting is really well done. So it's not just in like the actual graphical fidelity, but the how the environments are designed and laid out. It's really visually appealing. And I guess maybe I don't know. I guess art style kind of. It's a good mix between realistic but not too realistic. That it hasn't really aged poorly. It's actually aged really well, like I said. Of course, like on a level to level basis, the plenty of great set pieces across all both Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2 campaigns. Some of the big ones being like the big ending at the which one is it? Dark Carnival. We have the whole music playing for the Midnight Riders and fighting off all the zombies at the same time. So actually having that in the game, I mean, there's like similar scenes in movies and stuff, but like the one scene in Shaun of the Dead or whatever. So drawing inspiration from a lot of other zombie movies, but it's cool to actually be able to play a lot of those classic zombie movie tropes.
What's your favorite campaign?
Let me think. Left 4 Dead 2, probably. I'd probably say Dark Carnival and Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead
Okay,
1.
that's a pretty good
I'm
one.
trying to remember which one's the. I get the names of the ones in. I think the No Mercy one. Is that what it's called?
No Mercy's in Left 4 Dead 2 as well. I
Yeah,
don't know if
but
it got ported or.
yeah, all the Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns are ported over to Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then No Mercy is.
Yeah, I forgot if that's what the level was called or the campaign was called. But yeah, the first one. And that kind of leads to my other point that there's just shit tons of content in the game. There's all the different, alternate mutator modes, custom maps, custom mods. There's like the competitive mods, the versus mode, survival mode. Like I said, there's the campaigns from both Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2. There's just like so much content for a game that you can probably find on sale for like $10 these days.
You can get it for like $250. It's
Probably even less, yeah. So massive value. Highly recommend it if you don't already have it, but I'm pretty sure most people already have it. And one of my biggest memories of this game was, the other one I like is the Dead Center one, the one where you're in kind of I guess it's a
that's in
shopping
Left 4
mall.
Dead 2. Yeah.
Yeah. The anyway, I just joined like a random pub lobby on the Dead Center one, and this is probably like 2008 because like pretty close to when the game came out. And there's just like one guy. I guess it's 2009. I think this game came out in 2009. Left 4 Dead 1 is 2008, I think. But there's just like one guy's like calming and taking it super seriously, and you don't really get that from pubs these days. And I remember we came back really hard and won by like single digit points or something like that. And I got like the last charge on the last survivor trying to fill up the car, which would have given them enough points to win. So I really wish I had a video of that. Relive the memories, relive the glory. But that definitely stands out as one of the favorite pub match memories. Any thoughts on Left 4 Dead 2? Oh, also, I think I still really like the characters. I know a lot of people criticize the ones in Left 4 Dead 2 for not being as good as the original cast, but I liked Left 4 Dead 2.
Which ones were? I thought Left 4 Dead 2 was Coach and them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. A lot of people didn't like them
And
as much
they
as
criticized. Dude, I love them. What the
yeah. A
hell?
lot of people didn't like them as much as the Left 4 Dead 1 dudes when they came out. But I think that's a lot just because we're just we're used to playing with Left 4 Dead 1 dudes. It's like, who are these new
Dude,
guys?
I like the Left 4 Dead 2, but they're like, oh, dude, they're like, oh, the Midnight Riders guy.
Yeah, I don't like I said, I like the Left 4 Dead 2 guys and the Left 4 Dead 1 guys, so is what it is. Yeah, any other thoughts?
I know, I love this game. I
What are
would
the
put it way higher than on my personal list, but that's because I could play it forever.
Yeah, but I think I just put it here because it's a game I always like playing, but it's not a game I love playing most of the time. It's just like consistently enjoyable. Yeah, 65.
Dude, Pokemon, Edgelord pets, Neopets, fucking Digimon. I don't know. Are any of those edgy, Rex?
And Digimon? No, I feel like Persona is actually more accurate for edgy, but I don't think he's played any of them.
Whatever. I guess we'll see.
All right, number 65, 3, 2, 1. It's Pokemon Coliseum.
Oh, it is Pokemon. Okay, cool.
This one specifically because like you have the Shadow Pokemon and just a little bit edgier than the other ones. Like and sort of like weird like Shadow the Hedgehog kind of edgy, but you know what I mean.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, have you not played this one? Didn't sound like you like were super familiar with it, or I would have thought you would have
No.
guessed it.
No, I mean I'm like the only reason I'm familiar with it at all is because in the how good was Rayquaza actually people or whatever those guys they like talk about it as like, oh yeah, and in Pokemon Coliseum they there was a special move that you could get and it was the only way to get it or
Okay.
something.
Rex, have you played this one?
No, I've only seen videos on it.
Yeah, I think aside from Crystal and Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Gen 2 and Gen 3, this is probably like second or third Pokemon game I played. And it's cool to see it in actual 3D. Of course, I played Snap and what were the other ones on the 64 called? Stadium. I played those before. But I mean, they weren't real Pokemon games in terms of like you go around catching Pokemons, have battles of dudes, that kind of thing. It's actually having like a 3D Pokemon game It's a very different story from the just go get the badges and fuck off and become champion or whatever. Instead, I forgot what the main thing. I think they're like taking out like a terrorist organization or something like that. That wait, I
That
forgot the plot
sounds
line.
correct.
Yeah, who were brainwashing Pokemons to be evil, and used to be like part of them or something like that. I forgot the exact plot, but I just remember this very. To be honest, I don't remember the particular plot points very much. The two parts I remember very vividly were one, like one desert area. The last boss is a Tyranitar. Which I thought was weird at the time because it's not like an actual legendary, even though there's legendaries in the game. So I thought that was weird at the time, but that's not really the point. There's this one like pink lady that had a Suicune, I think. That's about it. But I just remember, like I said, going into like a 3D Pokemon experience as a kid. Pretty cool. There's also a chance to use my link cable from Game Boy Advance over to the GameCube. So not only do you like play a 3D Pokemon game, you could actually like play with your Pokemons you caught from Gen 3. So that was all pretty cool. Like I said, when I was talking about Custom Robo, the story probably is pretty dumb, but I was like 8, so I thought it was pretty good at the time. I really like the main two characters. I probably just thought they looked cool when I was a kid. So when I played Gale of Darkness, I was like, "Where's my boys?" And they weren't there, and that's probably why I didn't finish that one. And another part is just that the fact that you only could capture, a certain limited number of Pokemon that the other trainers had, made it a little bit more special every time they showed up. So even there's a limited roster, it was kind of cool. It's like, oh, it's one of these guys. Let me get that. Actually, do want to catch them all because there aren't that many to catch. Yeah, good game. Thoughts?
I mean, I'm not gonna hate. Pokemon, good, pretty good series, pretty fun. Probably doesn't. I imagine it probably wouldn't hold up to a modern replay, but yeah,
Might be fun to do
that's
like a Nuzlocke run.
yeah, that's true.
Coliseum. Might be pretty hard because you only start with like 2 dudes. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I think this is probably a little bit harder than the Game Boy game because I don't think you can grind as much, but it wasn't super hard. It was one of the few games I beat even as an 8-year-old. And when I was 8, I was really bad at finishing games. Couldn't have been too hard. Thoughts?
Yeah, Umbreon or Espeon.
I like Umbreon better.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks better, but also I just like him more in a competitive sense because he's just a really good tanky dude.
I respect that.
All right, and 64. Any ideas?
What is it? What's a hint?
There's a Peak XBLA, which is Xbox Live Arcade, which sold indie games in the 2010s and before then.
Indie games, man.
Like indie games. The only thing that comes to mind is like fucking I don't know, Isaac, Undertale, Nuclear Throne. Nuclear Throne's probably not as like. I don't think you would have Nuclear Throne in your top 100. Slay the Spire is a peak indie game for you, but I imagine that's this would be like super low for it, and I feel like you would have a different name for it. Any other indie games come to mind, Rex?
Oh, what it like indie games? Yeah, I mean, I think of some indie games like Shovel Knight, but he wouldn't like that.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that he would like.
Yeah, I can't really think of any that he would like.
XCOM's
I
not
think.
indie. XCOM is.
Yeah, that's not an indie game. It's probably just like 2K or something. All right, a 3, a 2, a 1.
Wait. Is it okay? No, it's not. If it was in 2010 or something, then yeah, it's not Disco Elysium either. So yeah, well, I don't know, whatever. Go.
Yeah, I think you might have missed the point where I said it's Xbox Live Arcade. That's what that stands for. So you're just naming a bunch of not Xbox games.
I don't.
I'm gonna go with Banjo Kazooie.
Okay, that's also not an indie game, but anyway, I guess I had non-indie games on it sometimes as well. It's mostly like kind of indie-ish or like small developer stuff though. Yeah, moving on is number 64 Castle Crash. Oh, I missed that, but yeah, it's Castle Crashers plural. Yeah, and like I said, I was like 12 when this came out, in like 2008, 2009 or something like that. And this was kind of like when the whole like low budget indie game scene was kind of really picking up. So it was really different in it's different and unique as a kid to be able to buy brand new games for like $10 to $15, which is like, hey, I can afford that. I can just like do my chores for a couple weeks and buy a whole new game. And as far as like cost efficiency, again, when you're 12, that matters a lot. So the fact that I got a lot of fun out of this one, and it was actually one that paid off, really worth. It was a good one that worked really well for playing on Xbox Live at the time because I was playing other games like Halo or Call of Duty with people. A lot of other people I knew on my friends list had this game, so we just kind of joined like, hey, let's play some Castle Crashers after this game or something like that. As well as a lot of other kids I knew at the time, just like my neighbor and other friends I had at this game. So it's just a fun co-op game. Again, it's one of my metrics for if something's a really good game. Usually, there's not a whole lot of games I play more than once. So if I played it more than once, it probably is pretty good. And this is one I definitely played more than once. And again, since it's co-op, I've just kind of played it with other groups. But it's also a really short game. That also kind of benefits it because it has a good, fresh, kind of level variety. That keeps going. Could make some mini games and just weird gimmicky bits. Like there's this one part where you just play like a random volleyball game, and that's like okay, a little bit odd, but keeps things kind of new and unique. As well as there's like the screenshot I have here where you do kind of like a motorcycle escape, but just like you're riding a deer that's shitting. And it has like very stupid, immature sense of humor. But yeah, I was 12. I thought that shit was great at the time. And they do a really good job of just adding a bunch of little background details. They're fun. I also like that it does the double dragon thing where when you get to the end of each kind of main area where you rescue a princess, you have to fight to see who gets to kiss the princess. So you like fight the other people in your party. So that's just a little bit of extra, bit of fun. As far as character variety, the characters are pretty similar for the most part. I played the gray dude, my favorite, but the yeah, they mostly play pretty similar. They have like a little bit of different magic, but there's a couple that are kind of unique. Most of them are about the same, but there are a lot of different weapons and different little pet dudes that are fun to collect. It gives you a little bunch of extra reasons to kind of go around and explore and do that kind of thing. So there's enough variety. And again, it's like a pretty short game, so it's like really jam packed with a bunch of things. And aside from that, I mean, it is fundamentally a brawler game. And as far as the basic kind of like beat 'em up mechanics, I'm not usually a fan of beat 'em ups, but they're fine. It's nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. And the boss fights are also pretty well designed. I have like screenshot of most of them in the bottom right. There's some, what other game has you fight a cordon boss? I haven't seen that in any other game. Yeah, Castle Crashers.
Fair enough.
Pretty good. What do you think?
I heard good things about this one actually. I forgot it like existed until you like brought it up, but I do remember hearing good things about it. Like when I was little, I was like, I specifically was like, oh wow, this game looks super cool. Too bad I do not have any form of console.
It is on PC now. But yeah, any other thoughts? All right, I'll take that silence as a no. Moving on. What do you think number 63 is? Again, it's not actually Xenoblade 2. I've never played that game. There's like some
Yeah.
music from it.
Oh my god, this guy.
So 63, you said, right?
Yeah,
Drifting Soul?
63.
Yeah,
Any thoughts?
63.
Absolutely no clue.
Drifting Soul.
I'm just gonna start thumbing through the slides and try to decide before then if you have a guess. 3,
Rocksmith.
2. Man, that was already in the game, or already in the list.
Was it already in the list?
Yeah, it's like 93 or something.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, come on, look in. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. It's Mario Kart DS.
What is this, man?
What the fuck?
The drifting is the most memorable part of the game to me. Drifting and the red shell. Everyone complains about the blue shell, but the red shell is just the good solid one. It's always there for you. Yeah, this is one of my first introductions to online games against other people. I thought the little Wi-Fi thing on the box is like, dude, I can play on Wi-Fi against other people. What is Wi-Fi? I remember I made my dad get a new router because our old router didn't have Wi-Fi. So I needed a Wi-Fi router. Which, when I was 9 years old, was, not everybody had those at the time. It's like, what, 2005, 2004 or something? I think 2005. I was 9.
Wait, you guys had Wi-Fi at 2005? That's actually hella advanced. I didn't get Wi-Fi until like 2000 and 2008 or
Yeah.
7.
I mean, that's because you know, I had to make my dad get it so I could play Mario Kart DS online.
Of course.
Yeah, it was a just a lot of content in a portable game. Probably one of my most played DS games. Was you know, not only was there all the tracks and carts, a lot of different options there. There's also just little extras are fun, like the battle mode, which again, like when you're a kid, like any extra value you can get is pretty cool. So having a whole new mode, even if it's like maybe a little bit janky, just added a lot of extras to it. Oh, you also had the gimmick where you had to like blow up the balloons with your mic, which is really funny. I don't know if you have you ever played this one?
Yeah, I did actually.
You had to like
It was. I didn't like it. I was very annoyed that I had to do it with my mic.
But like I said, as someone that's like, you know, really like, enjoys like playing online games against other people, the fact that this is like one of the first ones that was like kind of competitive in nature, not like an MMO, it's pretty special at the time. This also had the thing where like I think you could play with other people with just one card. So being able to play, you know, with other kids, sleepovers, and just hanging out with other friends at that age. With only one card. I mean, like I said, you know, kids were poor, so
No, the one card thing was crazy. I
Yeah.
agree. Modern games can never.
yeah, so that's giga value. Same with like Metroid Hunters, which I'm pretty sure isn't on this list. If I remember right. Mario Kart, and you know, I mean, the gameplay. I don't love the Mario Kart gameplay the best, but at the time, it's like, you know, it's a racing game. I want to race people, and yeah, I can race people in a Mario Kart. So, any other thoughts on that?
Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty
How
good
was
game.
your snaking, bro?
My snaking, I feel like I didn't really quite get it as a kid at first. Like I would do it, but I feel like I would do it too often, where it wasn't like on the right turns, and then I'd end up like losing not speed, but like I'd like end up with really stupid pathing, and then fall behind because of that. Because it's trying to like drift even on like straight roadways and shit like that. That's kind of stupid.
This was a fun game.
Yeah, Mario Kart DS good. What do you think about number 62? I'm gonna be honest. This one's very obtuse.
So it's definitely not 2K then.
It's not 2K. It's not obvious. And it's honestly a very stupid hint. You need to know a
What
lot
the hell
of
is it,
lore.
bro?
Right.
11 rings. No, I don't know, bro. What is 11 men?
Any guesses?
Fallout.
3, 2, 1.
Fallout.
It's
Fallout's my
Halo
guy.
Reach. Yeah, I played
Wait.
this. What, did you not
I don't
expect
even
this one?
understand.
Okay, so the
What
main
does this even mean?
the main character's title is Noble 6. Bill Russell wore number 6.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. You know, like I said, this was a hard one. And what you know, I'll say this for all the Halo games: S tier soundtrack, no comments there. Like with all the Halo games, it does reuse, you know, a couple of like key tracks here and there, but the main kind of overture theme, you know, again, Marty O'Donnell cooked once again, as he always does. Also, that guy's kind of a dick, but you know, it doesn't really matter. As far as like his music composition, he's up there, like one of the greatest video game composers of all time, in my opinion. A lot of people would agree. That's a kind of a cool take. Yeah, you know, I also like watching the fails of the week. Those, you know, like I said, I like Red versus Blue, so I watch some of the achievement hunter fails of the week type things. So even when I wasn't playing the game, that also just stood out to me as a video series I remember watching a bunch as a kid. Multiplayer, honestly, even though I usually like the multiplayer in Halo, this one was just kind of average for me. I played it a decent amount, but I didn't play as much as some other games in the series. They had some fun, you know, Forge mini games since they definitely like kind of stepped up the you know, level of stuff you could do with the Forge editor. But even then, it just wasn't as good as some of the others multiplayer. But the campaign was great, I think. Story was like kind of average. They retconned a few things because I had read the book Fall of Reach when I was like 10 or something. So I didn't really like that they retconned a bunch of things. But you know, it's still okay. It's not gonna like blow your socks off, but again, that's with a lot of video game stories. They don't need to be amazing as long as it, you know, ties everything together nicely. And you know, just having that extra interactive element, I think, makes an average story, you know, a lot more enjoyable. Anyway, that's kind of a tangent. Yeah, the campaign's great. It was the first Halo game I played through on Legendary by myself, and I think that really helped me appreciate the, you know, level design in Halo a lot more, which I kind of, you know, I appreciated it before. I really appreciated it more after this. Um, it's kind of like the way Halo levels work. If you haven't played a lot of Halo games, is they're not like I said earlier. I was talking about Combat Evolved. The levels are like kind of open, where you can kind of walk around. It's like still linear, but you do have a little bit of room for exploration to kind of go off, like pick up other weapons, pick up vehicles, blah blah blah. And we're playing on like the harder difficulties on this one. I think it's pretty well balanced because it forces you to kind of plan how you're going to use your weapons. Like, okay, I know there's like a couple of the dudes I have to headshot here, so I need to get a DMR, headshot those guys, and then I have like some other, I don't know, like an elite here, so I need to make sure I have a energy pistol shot to break his shields, and then I can one shot him with the DMR or something like that. So just kind of like ration your ammo in these situations, or like using a vehicle when you kind of need a vehicle. All those things kind of the harder difficulties force you to kind of do that and actually really appreciate the level design. And yeah, I think it was just a really well designed campaign. I remember this screenshot I have on the right. I ended up spending probably over an hour on that one. It's one of the harder levels. Maybe I was just stupid. Not really sure, but that part was pretty tough when I played it again. I actually found out that you just drive an ATV like through the window and click the button you need to click. So it wasn't actually that hard, but if you like actually try to do things the proper way, I was having trouble. But it felt good to finally beat it. And then the final level is also really well designed. So I mean, from the start, it's a prequel that at the end that reaches, the book and it was based off is called Fall of Reach. So you can kind of guess what happens. It's not exactly but your character at the end, after pretty much all your teammates die, you do some I forgot exactly what you do, like use some heroic bullshit, so I don't think like live out, I'm gonna escape, I think. I think that's it. But then your character's kind of left behind, and it just leaves you kind of fend for yourself and survive as long as you can. And then your character just fucking dies and is just dead. Which is kind of just a really cool way to end the game. So yeah, great campaign, great soundtrack. Really good. Thoughts?
Rest in peace, Bill Russell.
Yeah.
No other thoughts? Just rest
Shout
in
out
peace, Bill
Noble
Russell.
Six.
All right. And there's only one more for today. I only did 8, so I could get it back into multiples of 10. But yeah, what do you think Zombies Part 2 is?
COD 4.
There's no zombies in COD 4, by the way.
Oh, there's not? Okay.
COD 5 was the one. World at War was
COD
the first one with
5.
zombies. What? Wait, is your guess COD 5?
No, not really. I don't think it's COD 5.
I mean, yeah, because we just did that one like 30 minutes or an hour ago.
Yeah.
World at War is COD 5.
What zombie games are there, man? I'm not that into the
Are there
zombie
zombies?
stuff.
Are there zombies in Mass Effect?
Kinda, yeah. There's the husks.
Okay, well, you said kind of, so I'm assuming that there aren't. That's not what you're thinking of.
Yeah, I mean, there are, but I mean, it's not really like conventional zombies. It's not. I wouldn't consider that a zombie game. All right. Another thoughts?
Modern Warfare 3. I don't.
Yeah. Also, no zombies in that game.
No zombies in that game. Okay.
Most of
really
the
struggling.
Most of the Infinity War games, if I remember, at least the ones I played, don't have zombies. It's the Treyarch ones that introduce the zombies, like the Black Ops. And
Walking
War.
Dead. I don't know.
All right.
Ooh,
Final guess.
I like that. Walking Dead.
Or either one of them.
Right.
Probably Walking Dead.
3, 2, 1. Last one for the day. Number 61. It's Dead Rising 2.
GG.
Have you played this one before?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you the concept. You're a dude in a mall. There's a bunch of zombies. I guess this one's not really in a mall. This one's more like on the Vegas Strip, but there's.
I would not expect Dead Rising to be on here, but I guess it makes sense now that I think about it.
Why would you not expect it to be on here?
I don't know. I just didn't think you played it for some reason.
No, the shocking part isn't the fact that it's here. The shocking part is that it's above Huniepop.
This game's just really good. I mean, like I said, I just appreciate the simplicity of the concept. It's like, hey man, especially keep in mind.
I'm also surprised. The other reason I'm surprised, actually, more importantly, is it's above Left 4 Dead 2.
Is Lollipop Chainsaw on here?
It is not.
Okay.
I don't think there's any Suda 51 games on here. Oh, actually, there was No More Heroes. There's only one, I think. Little hint for the future.
Noted.
But yeah, I mean, the concept is, it's great. It's just like, you just kill a bunch of zombies. And, this came out in like 2009, so, there's Dead Rising 1, but there weren't that many other games like it at the time. It really allowed you to have like this many zombies on the screen. and really just kind of like actually move through like hordes of zombies, like with like you see in the movies, kind of. Like like Left 4 Dead 2, like you have like decent zombie hordes, but it's like nothing compared to like the like gigantic crowds you have in this game. Where it actually feels like something you'd see in the movies. My point is that
That
like the big point is that there was a lot of zombies on the screen, and I thought that was cool.
Like next game.
Yeah,
it's sorry, I need to answer Wacky Fire. He keeps
Don't.
asking.
Ignore him.
Okay.
He's not part of this. Yeah, like I said,
Oh,
Oh no. The problem is I have to answer him because otherwise he'll keep.
Don't
talking.
just
worry.
mute him. Just mute him like I do.
server mute him.
Oh, he's like
Mute him? Alright, I'll mute him.
All right.
How to mute him.
Yeah, I mean, on top of that, like I said, just the whole like idea of having this on kind of like the Vegas Strip or like pseudo Vegas Strip, just gave him a lot of room to really create a great world. One of the better open worlds is, and it's like I guess it's kind of an open world. It's open-ish, open adjacent.
it's like a sandbox.
Yeah, it's sandbox-ish, and it gives you a lot of motivation to explore, and it does reward you for exploring, and it's fun to explore, which is a big part of these games. As we're into like the different bosses again, very it's always fun to like run into a new boss because they always had like some weird gimmick. So that's another part that's enjoyable. And yeah, a lot of people hate time limits in games, but I actually really like the time limit in this one. Again, it just gives you that. I mean, just yeah, like for the most part, fighting the zombies is like pretty easy. It's like pretty hard to actually like fuck up enough to lose or like die. But when you're actually like rushing between places and you just get a little bit lazy and get caught here or take a little bit of damage here, or now you're late because you got distracted like looking for like some item or health items. It just really adds up and adds like a little extra tension to the game. And it does make it pretty hard to see everything on the first playthrough, but the new game plus is really good because like by the new game plus you have like the extra stats. You kind of know where things are. You kind of know where to like to find the good weapons. You have the good combos. You know what combos actually are good. So you can actually kind of see everything the second time around. This is one of the few games that, like I said, I finished the game and I immediately replayed it and started my second playthrough and played through it again. So that's how much I enjoyed it. And yeah, the second playthrough is even better than the first because, like I said, you can kind of see all the stuff you missed on the first playthrough. A lot of different bosses I didn't see, a lot of events I missed, kind of like side questish type things, weapons I didn't see before. There's also like kind of really fun sense of discovery where you see you just like find a rare weapon. It's like, oh, I didn't know this was here. Like 'cause some of them are pretty hidden away, where there's like a chainsaw or a gun or like one of the carts or whatever. I forgot exactly. Forgot what my favorite weapon was. I know like one of my favorite combos was just like the basic bat with the nails in it, and it's like a sledgehammer axe combo or something like that. It was just really strong and gave a shit ton of points. So, like I said,
You server muted him.
I'd say like Left 4 Dead I consistently like, but this game was at its peak when I was like playing through it my first couple playthroughs. I just enjoyed it more at its peak than I did a game like Left 4 Dead. Any other thoughts?
Can't believe this beat Left 4 Dead 2. That's my only thought.
Have you played this game?
And I just heard your explanation. I understand. I can't believe it beat Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, but have you played it before?
No.
It's pretty good. You should play it. I don't know.
Do you have it on Steam?
I think it might be my Steam family share.
You gotta believe.
I mean, you really like Left 4 Dead, so you probably won't like it more than that. But yeah, like I said, you have to also view this through the eyes of it's 14, so just kind of a novelty of having like the open world, having the discovering all these new things, giant NPC counts on the screen, kind of new and unique at the time. But a lot of this isn't very innovative now, to be fair. So yeah, that's the end of the presentation for the day. Any other final thoughts?
Wait, that was it for today?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, we did 18 today. That's pretty good.
it did a double
Oh,
header.
I was there for that. My fault. Wait, can you go through the 18 just real quick?
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, starting from the 68 Soul Calibur, 7 Paper Mario, Left 4 Dead 2, Pokemon Coliseum.
Oh, that's fire.
This one or this one?
Both.
Mario Kart DS, Halo Reach,
Oh, that's
and Dead
another
Rising 2.
fire.
And let me see if I can bring up the other one. An open recent. Anyway, but yeah, to quickly recap. Oh, did you see this one? You were here for this one, weren't you?
Ooh.
Let's get into it though.
Ooh.
I'm gonna free Wacky Fireball.
Do
I'm
not.
freeing him. I'm freeing the
More
beast.
heroes.
And then What's the other one?
Long
Called
Welcome
again?
Crack.
to welcome to my
Welcome to.
Oh, yeah, it's this one right here. And then 78 through 69 was. You want to take guesses at which one these are? They had trouble with this earlier.
Autistic Inception.
Yeah, I wonder why we had trouble with this.
Yeah, it's a little bit esoteric, you know.
It's gotta be Wolfenstein, right?
no.
It's not.
Get fucked.
Yeah, a quick hint. It's not Wolfenstein.
All right.
Okay,
Autistic
go for it.
Inception is this one.
Okay.
This is Huniepop 2.
What was the hint for this? Okay. Okay.
and
Look
this
for
is-
Surf Utopia.
Yeah, this is Surf Utopia. This is the Nazis are bad.
I see.
Streets of Rogue was Streets of Rogue, and nobody knew what that game was, so
I really
Nobody
like these
guessed
stock photos of the template that you just clearly stole.
yeah, I didn't even delete the original images. Just like, all right, yeah, this works.
Yeah, I'll just place it on.
Custom Robo, a little bit of a niche game, but really good one. Combat Evolved, Red Faction,
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight, and Oblivion.
Prepare
that video
for
of,
Oblivion.
You know that video of Lil B showing off his favorite games?
No.
The Sopranos video game, classic. WWE, never played it, classic. You pull that video up.
Alright, any final thoughts, or can I get the recording gear? Right. GG.
GG.